Thomas Netzler from Lindt is joining me today. I am a happy lady because we're going to be cooking with the world's best chocolate.
Oh, I'm so excited. Excellent. I'm glad. You like chocolate?
I love chocolate.
Perfect.
I love this chocolate in particular, the 70% cocoa. Every night I have a little block with my green tea.
Perfect combination too.
But we're not going to be eating it like that. We're going to be making chocolate mousse.
Exactly. We're going to jazz it up a little bit. Awesome. And we're actually going to make a little bit of a different way of making a chocolate mousse. And we're going to use something that's quite fashionable at the moment. It's called Skyr. Have you heard of Skyr before? Skyr is actually Icelandic. Well, it's actually technically a cheese, but it's like in the yogurt aisle in your supermarkets now. So really rich, but relatively low in fat, but super, super creamy. So absolutely delicious.
It's also very tart.
Yeah. So it's like a natural yogurt, but like no sugar, nothing added to it. But a really good base for this as well.
Nice.
So we need chocolate, of course.
Yes.
So as I said, we use a 70% chocolate, which is a really good base chocolate. But for the base of the mousse, we're going to warm up some milk.
Okay.
So I'm going to put that on the heat. What I might get you to do, if that's okay, is for a little bit of lightness, we're going to put a meringue on as well.
Yep.
And we're just going to make a meringue by whisking up egg whites and 2 types of sugar in this case. So if you could separate me 2 eggs, that'd be amazing. And I just melt together some milk, full fat milk for that one, and just 2 blocks of 70%.
Fabulous. Why do you use 2 varieties of sugar for this?
Very good question. I find like a raw caster sugar has got not just sweetness, but it has that sort of molassy, caramelly kind of flavour as well. So it's just a little bit of a different sort of flavour profile. But by all means, you can just use 1 sugar for all of them as well. So in with my chocolate and milk, I'm just going to put a tiny little pinch of salt as well. So salt actually really brings out the chocolate flavour, so a really good combination.
Nice. And I'm going to add the caster sugar and our darker sugar there, raw sugar. There you go. Give that a whisk.
Perfect. We're actually going to put it over a water bath as well, just to actually help dissolve the sugar.
Nice.
So warm that up. It makes it a little bit of a thermal meringue, so it makes it a little bit stiff, a little bit denser, but it really just sort of helps the structure of the meringue.
I guess this is a Swiss meringue.
Yeah, we actually call it Spanish meringue in Switzerland, would you believe it?
Swiss, yes, cool. It makes
so
it
I'll
more
put that on
confusing.
here, and I'll get you to look after my chocolate.
I would love to. So, Thomas, you've been working with Lindt for almost 20 years.
I have.
As a chocolatier, you would know so much about chocolate.
I hope so.
And do you find the trends in chocolate changes? Do people go from milk to dark, the different flavour combinations?
Absolutely. Like we definitely see a definite trend that people go to more that darker sort of chocolate, the higher percentage cacao chocolates as well, which is fantastic. But I think at Lindt we've always been on the forefront of sort of exciting flavour combinations by putting, chili with our chocolate or sort of salted caramel pieces in our chocolate. So yeah, we've always experimented with exciting flavour combinations. So we really just want to keep this on the heat until all the sugar is dissolved. Okay. And then we can take it off, and then this is where you come in.
Muscles!
And like really whip it until it's firm and stiff meringue.
All right, well this is going to take me a bit of time, and I'm assuming we're going to wait for that chocolate to cool down before we go on to the next stage.
Exactly. So we just stir this until all the chocolate is melted, and then we set it aside to cool.
Nice.
Perfect, that meringue looks amazing. Perfect. Hard work, but worth it. So my chocolate and milk mixer has cooled off a little bit as well. So we're ready for the Skyr. So we just mix that off a little bit just to smooth it. And then in with the chocolate. And I'll do this in a couple of lots, just so not to shock it all. So I'll take a little bit of the meringue first, just to lighten this up, and then we go into your mix.
So then we're going to be placing them in these gorgeous little jars. I love these. Instead of just using spoons, we're going to place this into a piping bag, pipe, and then it goes into the fridge. How long do we leave them in the fridge for?
Look, it's because it is not a standard chocolate mousse recipe. It's probably 3 hours or so is a good idea. So do it in the afternoon when you have like a dinner party on or something. But even can do it overnight as well. No problem at all. Okay, now just to finish it and serve it, could I get you to segment me some of the oranges, please?
Sure can.
And I'm just going to warm up this block of chocolate in the microwave just to make some shavings for it as well. Okay, our mousses are nicely set. Now, just to serve them, what I might get you to do is a touch of vanilla onto the orange segments and maybe just a couple of peppercorns just chopped up nice and finely, just for a little bit of contrast and something a little bit exotic, I guess, in there as well.
Interesting. I would never think to put pepper with orange and chocolate.
Just a touch, yeah.
Does it almost just sort of give a little bit of a warmth to the whole dish?
That's right, yeah. I just put a dollop of cream on it, just for a little bit of freshness and richness, and then you can go with your oranges straight on there.
Nice. And just roughly chopping these.
And our block of chocolate that we had in the microwave, just to soften it slightly, take like a palette knife or the back of a knife and just scrape that and just make little shavings.
Is that how the professionals do it?
Oh, now the secret's out. So there we go, just a couple.
So just by putting it in the microwave for 30 seconds or so, it just makes it much more pliable.
Yes, it really depends from microwave to microwave. So you just want to be delicate and not actually melt it. You just want to soften that cocoa butter a little bit in there.
And I love this pop of colour here.
Beautiful,
Very
isn't it?
festive.
So just a couple of segments in there as well.
Okay, just put, they're quite large segments, maybe just one.
I like it. And then we got more room for lots of chocolate.
Yes, please.
So we put that all on here.
Thomas, that looks fantastic. It looks so professional, but it's all ingredients that we have. We can get good quality Lindt chocolate and then make these fantastic chocolate mousses for dinner parties. The best thing about it is you can do it ahead of time, even 2 days ahead of time.
Absolutely.
And you can just serve them and enjoy it with your guests.
Let's enjoy.
Let's enjoy.
Love to hear what you think.
All right, let me get the big spoonful.
Just a nice bit of richness.
It's really nice. The addition of the Skyr, that Icelandic yogurt, is so nice. It really lightens it and entices you to go in for another mouthful. That, Thomas, is a delicious chocolate mousse.
I'm glad.